Natural selection is the theme of Lab 6. As always, make sure you review all 12 of our study questions before you take the lesson quiz. So in this particular lab, you are going to be studying natural selection. So you're going to have a variety of different vocabulary words that are bolded, things like population, gene pool, obviously natural selection. The first thing you're going to do is watch the video and answer the questions. Then you're going to read through all the information in the text and answer all of the questions. And there's quite a few that you're going to read and answer, so I'm just going to kind of skip through to get to the good stuff. And the main activity for this is called the Rock Pocket Mouse. And so you're going to look at a variety of slides, which I will show you, and you're going to determine the frequency of the mice of different colors, light colored versus dark colors, that appeared. So again, read the introductions, otherwise it's not going to make very much sense. So read all of that. You're going to watch the video. So click on that link. It's also on Canvas. Answer questions 8 and 9. And then we come to our first photo. So there's question 10. That's part of the photo 1. And then you sometimes get a little confused on how to do this. You are going to fill in this table. So you're going to count the number of mice, light and dark colored, for each illustration. And what I'm going to tell you is that each of the illustrations is going to have 12 mice in each one total, no matter what. So that's going to be easy to fill in. So what you need to do is count the number of light and dark colored mice. So here's the first illustration. We have location A. Again, there's 12 mice total always. So we see one dark mouse. So we're going to put 1. And we're going to have 11, because 11 plus 1 is 12, light colored mice. And then in location B, we're going to have 2 light colored mice and 10 dark colored mice. So you're going to put that data right here in this table. Okay, so let's record our data. So we had 2 light colored mice and we had 10 dark colored mice. So now what? Now we need to figure out the frequency. So we're going to take 2 divided by 12. So you're going to take the total number of a specific color of mice divided by the total. That's going to give us 0.16. And then we're going to take 10 divided by 12. And that's going to give us 0.83. So there's the first illustration for you. You're going to continue to do that for all 4 illustrations. So illustration 2, 3, 4, etc. When you're all done, only in location B, so we're just worrying about this data right here, only in location B, you are going to figure out the correct order to illustration what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, whatever it is. You're going to go from oldest to most recent. And think about those frequencies. So the frequency is what's going to tell you what is the oldest and most recent. All right, so then once you're done with that, so here's all those illustrations. There's 2. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. 3, 4. And we're going to get all the way to the next page. Now we're to question 12. You're going to fill in the answer to question 12, and now you're going to make a line graph of your data. So here are a few tips. You're going to use rulers that are in your lab kit. You're going to use the same techniques for making a graph that we did in labs 1 and 2. So if you need to review that, go on back to that. One of your axes, and I'm not going to tell you whether it's X or Y, is going to be the number of mice. So 3 mice, 10 mice, 1 mouse, however many mice it is. And you're going to plot the light colored versus the dark colored. So you're going to have 2 lines on your line graph, not a bar graph. One line is light colored mice, the number, not frequency. And the other is going to be the dark colored mice. So one of your axes on your X and Y axis, which should both be labeled, will represent the number of mice, and the other will be the illustration number. So illustration 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Make sure you use a key, make sure everything is labeled, color different things, and again, line graph, not a bar graph. All right, that is photo 2 with the selfie. So then for the next photo, you're going to answer questions 13 through 16. They must be legible. They must be correct to get full credit. And the last photo is questions 17 through 20. Same thing. They must be legible and correct to get full credit.